It's the Tabrizia and Evelyn show.
Yes. We're going to talk about our great British adventure. So, Evelyn, do you want to start us off? We could start on the what we did on the flight going there.
God.
Shenanigans.
No, there wasn't shenanigans.
No, it wasn't
There
shenanigans.
shenanigans.
No.
Actually, the plane was half empty, which is great. There's no one sitting next to me. That's a plus.
Yeah.
And, no, I did watch... What was that movie? Asteroid City, if anyone's a fan of Wes Anderson.
Oh, okay.
That quirky, little, weird...
What movies of his aren't quirky?
Exactly, yeah. And with the...
Wes Anderson.
Yeah, it's cute. I actually do. Aliens!
What would be more weird about a Wes Anderson film is actual diversity.
That's true.
It's so true.
There's not that much... Yeah, I would say there's not.
Yeah.
There's maybe
So
two people of color in the movie.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. That the usual Wes Anderson.
I mean,
but
Dev Patel can't save everyone.
Yeah, no. He was good in it, though. But anyway, I watched that, the Donna Summer documentary, which is actually really great. I don't know if anyone.
The Tragic Life of Donna.
The tragic life, somewhat tragic, somewhat not. I don't know. I like the duplicity there of her. She's like performing for gay crowds. She's doing this thing with really sexy lyrics and everything, but she's like, for herself, she's like, I'm a very religious person. I'm not that, actually. She's like, that's a persona, that's someone else. And I just really like that. Her daughter actually directed that movie. And
Oh, nice.
She's a model of her own. Like, all her daughters are gorgeous. They're beautiful people. Anyway, that's just a play. I don't know what you did to read.
I did read. I did manage to read some of my book. The book I was reading is The Mysterious Case of the Alperton Angels by Janice Hallet, which is really good. I did manage to finish it when I was coming back to New York, but I did binge watch an entire British series that I heard good things about. It's called Dreamland. I think it takes place in a seaside coastal town. So I managed to binge watch that.
It's a mystery?
It's like a family drama kind of thing. That was really good. We flew on Aer Lingus, and this is an Irish airline, but this was one of the few airlines that did a direct flight to Manchester. But they were a really good airline.
I thought you were going to mention the little earbuds that have...
Oh, yeah!
So they give you earbuds with shamrocks on the side, but the
Oh,
problem
that's cute.
is the plug is not
two-prong.
Because it's for airplanes.
It's two-prong. It was cute. And they gave it for free. That's like the amazing thing about it. They gave it to us for free.
The food was free too.
Exactly. It was part of our ticket.
So you technically
is that not common for
international?
international?
We did. No, funny. It's true.
Because when I went to Rome, my food was included.
No, because last year when we went,
the airline.
Yeah, we flew to London, North Atlantic. They were like, "Oh, here's your ticket without a meal. Here's your ticket with a meal."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So
I think it depends on the airlines.
Yeah.
How are you not going to feed people?
Exactly.
It's only 5 hours. You could go.
And also the good thing about it is even though the flight was 7 hours, our pilot, he was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get there early, so don't worry."
They actually left early.
Oh, that's cool.
Weird.
From JFK, surprisingly.
Probably because it wasn't a packed flight. They could get everyone in.
Yeah.
There were no delays. No
As long as everyone checked in when they were supposed to.
Yeah,
they
went on the intercom. It's like, yeah, you've noticed that we closed the cabin doors. Like, everyone's here, so we're gonna go.
Yeah,
that sounds amazing, actually.
I'm down with that.
Were you able to stretch out since no one was sitting next to you?
It's sort of, but not quite. You know how it is. If I'm watching something, then I can't really stretch.
Yeah. I managed to fall asleep, but she did.
Only one or two.
Yeah.
Oh, I love falling asleep on planes.
But we arrived in Manchester, got through customs very easily. I love British customs. All you gotta do is just scan your passport and you go through. We got a great relationship with that. They do that with Americans. They're like, no, you just go through the terminal. You just scan your passport. You're good.
Well,
No,
now we know, so we can smuggle and like do all types of
that does
shady
remind
stuff.
me when I was coming back to New York last year from Rome. There were 3 separate lines. One of them specifically for Americans. And I'm just like, this feels like there's a story behind this.
Yeah. Wait, the airport here or over there?
No, over there, Fulmicino.
Oh yeah, no, because like when we traveled to London last year, we thought we had to go on the line for international, and then the border patrol guy, he was like, "What are you guys doing in this line? All you had to do was just go
to the American line
and just scan your passport, and you're good."
Yeah.
So we learned our lesson. And we were out of the airport in like 5 minutes, and we met up with Tessa's friend Maikie, and we took the train and we traveled to the Lake District National Park, which is one of my favorite places in the world. It is a beautiful countryside landscape that I absolutely fell in love with the first time I visited, and I wanted to go back, and I definitely wanted to share it with Evelyn and Maikie. I don't know if you have any thoughts about the Lake District.
Oh, beautiful. Well, actually, the first day we got there was pouring.
Yes.
And
I
I
saw
was
those
like,
pictures.
oh no, this is going to be us the entire 3 days. I'm not against the rain. It's not like not hurricane rain, but you know how over here sometimes the rain is just like pouring and
It's
you
like,
get wet after being out for 1 minute. It was like a steady rain.
Is
And I
it
was like,
misty?
it's not the worst, but not misty, not really misty, just steady rain.
Yeah,
Okay?
it was just steady
rain.
yeah, because
I'm not a fan of steady rain.
yeah, it was because it was hard. If it was misty, I think we could have gotten through
Oh yeah,
it.
no, you could do it.
But it was because it was just like even with our hoods, the water and everything was just getting in the way. We had to walk where our bed and breakfast was to go into the main part of where we were staying was in Windermere. You had to walk down, and it was like about a 20-minute walk to get to
mile,
So that was like the hard part, because we were rushing to go see the Beatrix Potter house called Hilltop, because we tried to get a tour, but unfortunately the tour sold out. So then we went to but we managed to figure out how to take a boat that would take us across Lake Windermere, and then we can take a little minibus that would drive us all the way to Hilltop. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we did get to check it out anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if last time we talked about the Beatrix Potter exhibit. Maybe
Yeah,
we did.
you did.
Yeah, we did.
So there they had a picture of Hilltop Farm, and it's very cute. And I'm like, oh my god, I want to see that. So we got to see it.
Yeah.
And if you're familiar with the Peter Rabbit books or any of them, there's like a section there.
Did you see the vegetable garden?
Yes, we did.
Oh my god.
Yes.
The exact fence where like Tom Kitten gets up to his shenanigans and
Oh my
everything.
god.
So
And
it's
where
adorable.
Peter Rabbit loses his coat. Like
Basically they have all this is the inspiration.
That is
for it.
adorable.
It's so
You should
cute.
create an album. We'll put it on the
No. My
Without your
pictures are
faces.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I haven't posted anything. But
Yeah, I mean, they were so obsessed with Peter Rabbit and Beatrix Potter. They stole a child's menu.
What?
Hold up.
That sounded like it was going to be a lot worse.
Steal? There's an entire pile. It's like 4 inches thick of kids' menus.
They stole the kid.
There's not a kid.
There was a kid. There was a kid crying.
They could take it.
Oh my god.
The crying child is not Evelyn's
It's
problem.
not my problem.
I
It's
have a
not my
picture of them
problem.
like just being so focused into like the little map or whatever it was. I'm like, you just stole a menu that was not meant for you.
It's meant for everyone.
It's free to take.
It's to kids. It could be for anyone.
I just love messing with them about that.
My favorite part was like, oh, we ate at the Lakeview restaurant. This is why Peter Rabbit's stomach is this big now. You know, it's so cute. It's a very cute drawing. I'll scan it and I'll post it in the post for this episode because I think it's adorable. Anyway, yes, Peter Rabbit. I love him.
So you're stealing menus from children.
Yes, basically.
Wonderful. I love it.
I mean, how else do you
favorite
get
part.
souvenirs?
Well, that's one souvenir. My favorite part is I folded it up, I put it on my bag, and because it was raining so much, it got soaked on one side.
And I said, serves you right for stealing it.
Oh my god.
So now you gotta go back and get another.
No, I didn't go back and get another. No, it's still good. It dried. It dried. It's fine.
So next time you go back, just bring like
A plastic bag.
A plastic bag.
or plastic
Something
lid.
else.
Like
Ziploc.
archival, like
Oh yeah, like a
One
comic
of
book
those.
sleeve, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, but
love
thankfully, that was the only day throughout our entire time that we were in the Lake District that it rained.
Yes.
Every other day, it was either cloudy or the sun
Actually
did.
sunny.
Yeah, the
That's
sun
cool.
managed to come out. So our second day there, we took the 10 Lakes tour. And we got to, the only lake I think we didn't get to see was Ullswater because, and we're going to briefly talk about it like on the third day. So we meant to take a trip to this area that's called the Air Forest. It's like a beautiful waterfall and that's near Ullswater Lake. However, there was the bridge that leads to that part to Ullswater. It was under construction.
Mm.
And it was supposed to open May 1st, the day that we were going to go visit Ullswater, a particular bus is the only one that goes there. So when we discovered that the bus was not coming, we went to we first went to the Mountain Goat Information Center. And you were going to
That just sounds silly.
The mention.
Mountain Goat
Information.
Sounds like
Yeah.
like a fairy tale now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
There's a literal mountain goat that you
Yeah.
speak to. That
Oh
you
my
speak
god,
to.
wait, no, that's
He
great.
gives you
Hang
the
on, this got
information.
done.
Yes.
What?
He gives
Yeah.
you the information.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
So, and they told us like, oh yeah, they just emailed us this morning that it's closed still because they weren't done. So we had to change our entire plan.
Oh my god.
So that was the reason on the 10 Lake store that we didn't get to go to Ullswater because it's really hard for cars to get over there. But we still managed to visit a lot of great places on this tour. Like one of the places was in Grasmere, and we went to visit the Grasmere Gingerbread shop
Ooh.
house. Oh my god, it's so
Tasty.
good. It's
The
so
smell as soon as you get off the bus and you're right near the shop.
yeah, it's so and it's also in like what it used to be an old schoolhouse, like one of the I think that's what he said, like it was an old
I think
schoolhouse.
so.
Yeah. And also in the back of the gingerbread shop is where oh my god, what is his name?
Wordsworth?
Yes, thank you. Williams Wordsworth and his wife is buried.
Oh.
Yeah, so in Tombstone. So we got to see that. Okay, sorry, we're
No,
boring.
that was just so weird. No, it's the heat that's in this room.
Yeah.
Crack
You did
the-
crack the open, and thank you for that.
So yeah, that gingerbread is so good. It's famous across the world. I don't know if they're able to. They used to before the pandemic. They can ship it worldwide. I don't know if they do that anymore because international fees have gotten so high. But it is if you ever visit Grasmere and anywhere in the Lake District, that is definitely a visit. It is so good. It's like heaven in your mouth. That gingerbread. It really is. And then we also visited a slate mine because everyone like the Lake District is all slate.
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool, and it's also because since the Lake District is a historical landmark, they have to there's a lot of like with the planning, housing plans, all the roofs have to have slate on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Mhm, yeah, slate. Yeah.
Does it keep it cool at least?
Like, what does
yes.
it do?
Yeah, like what? Like
It's because
why?
I forget what was the reason why they told us because
I thought it was just for some kind of uniformity and preservation.
I think that's
trying to,
it. That's probably
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like you don't want some modern building that could
Yeah,
fit in New York
no,
to
yeah.
fit there, sort of like a slate.
yeah
Everything
because
must. Yeah, that makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense,
it's
especially for a
really-
historical district. Yeah.
yeah because it's there's so many restrictions on it because even if you're farming you have to farm a particular type of sheep.
Yes.
You can't farm any other type of sheep. It's that certain one. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, but it's like Evelyn said, it's for preservation reasons.
Yeah.
And so, but we did visit the Slate mine, and that was gorgeous. So, like, you saw deep fells. It was just so amazing.
Yeah, was that where we drank the water at the river?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Mhm.
Yeah. Our tour guide said this water is so great, you could just drink it right out of the river.
Oh, that's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's constantly running, so it's
It's clear. It's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's so refreshing. And then if you take your if you wash your hair and or your face,
Yeah,
it's like
I
you're gonna
recommended
feel
that.
it, like your face
You're
so
gonna feel
soft.
So when I
Yeah.
went to the B&B after, I was like, I'm washing my hair. I was like, yes, it works. It's great. It works.
Yes, the fancy water.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Hadrian's Wall?
Yeah, I guess that was our diversion. No, not that was part of our regular trip.
Yeah, that was a part of the
regular
tour,
trip.
yeah.
Oh, but the interesting thing, it was like a private tour.
Yeah.
Because there was literally only 3 of us on that bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Because
Oh,
there was
wow.
2 other people were supposed to come with us, but they never showed up. So our tour guide was like, "Okay, we're going."
It's like I've waited a long
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Basically.
Yeah. Well, you had me worried. You almost thought that they were going to cancel it because.
Well, because I recalled a time when I took a Dublin tour. I scheduled a Dublin tour to Belfast. They canceled that one because they said
Because
there was
there
not
wasn't
enough
enough
people. So, but I didn't know what Mountain Goat Tours. And yes,
God,
that is their
name.
real name.
God, I love that name.
That's what they are. And there are not many mountain goats.
No.
That's
There really
yeah.
isn't. It's
heartbreaking.
sheep.
Yep, just sheep.
Yeah.
But thankfully, he's like, yeah, no, we can still go. So, and it was a great tour that we
Yeah,
took.
so we actually did the museum before Vindolanda, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it's so the Hadrian's Wall is considered to be like the edge of empire, the edge of the Roman Empire. Yeah, like when it stopped. So we visited parts of Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah, he took us to some ruins there.
Mhm.
It was very windy.
So windy. Oh
Well,
my
at least she didn't blow away.
Yeah, we almost did.
But yeah, the first thing we did, we went to the Roman Army Museum and we saw the film, which is called The Edge of Empire.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
called.
that was a cute film. That was fun. And then we went to the Roman Vindolanda, which is a active archaeological site,
Oh,
and
that's
they
cool.
keep they still keep excavating and looking up stuff. And you actually could talk to some of the volunteer archaeologists and talk to them about their process and stuff like that.
Were you able to partake yourselves, or was it
No,
kind of
it was
sneaky?
it's not
Yeah,
one of those.
No.
Ruin everything.
Well, if you got to talk to them, where were they in relation to the digging?
They were.
There was a fence.
There's this one guy with like a giant pickaxe going, "Arr!"
It was a piece of string.
It's like, there's no way. Yeah, there's a piece of string separating.
String, yeah.
Do not cross.
Nah.
Are they just do they have a specific thing that they're looking for, or?
Probably just digging stuff up.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
finding like random like coins or utensils that they could have used during that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything like that. Yeah.
But it was and then we were able to visit this. They rebuilt the fort. What it would have been. It wasn't the actual fort.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that and we were able to climb that, but we had to like quickly get down because
That part. Oh, yeah.
there was kids there and we were all going towards the fort.
I said we have to run to the fort first, get our pictures, and then leave immediately.
Mhm.
That's funny.
But then, but that was our last day in the Lake District. But the detour that we did was like we visited Honister. And that was a surprise trip. That was actually a very lovely village in the Lake District because we got to ride a gondola, a steam yacht gondola.
Yeah, it was very cute.
And that would take us across. Oh, what was that lake? Is it? I forget.
You know I'm terrible with lakes.
I know. I forget what's the name of that lake.
It really doesn't say it here?
And maybe it's Lake. Maybe I think it's Lake Honister.
Honister.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
Lake
that makes sense.
Honister. Yeah, of course. So yeah, Lake.
Forget the name. Just said it 2 minutes ago.
No, Lake Coniston, and that was where we get a lot of great pictures. That was a beautiful lake, and that was when the sun truly came out.
Oh yeah.
And then we went across on the other side and we visited Brantwood. This was a house that was owned by John Ruskin. Yeah. And that was mainly, I don't think a lot of his stuff was still there. I think a lot of it was just artwork that was created by other people.
Yeah, no. Apparently he's not an artist.
Yeah,
not
he
really
wasn't.
an artist.
No, but he liked and he liked collecting stuff. He collected what was that thing? Stones or
jewels.
Jewels, yeah,
and gemstones.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And they showed a collection of that. And then
you mean they didn't just show a balled up piece of paper?
Oh my god.
Not
we're gonna get to that.
Not there.
But yes. Oh, great. Oh, okay. Sorry, no, I was just looking at it costs £26 and 50 pence to ship Grasmere gingerbread to the U.S. Okay.
Yep, found that out.
Thank you. That is good to know. But to sum up our Lake District tour, it's always peaceful and nice to go there, and I absolutely love going there, and I know you and Maikie enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh no, it's very idyllic, beautiful landscape.
It's like you were
we
in
went up
Sanditon.
to Oyster Peak. We did a little trail
Oh,
up to
yeah.
Oyster Peak, and gorgeous 360 of the whole area. So
It was like and that was in Windermere, and
that was kind of steep though. You had
Oh,
to
my
put
God.
a little bit of a energy.
puts-
That's the mountain goat part.
yeah, it puts Bronx Hills to shame.
Oh wow.
It really
But
does.
what about Washington Heights Hills?
No, this was
So much worse.
more steep.
More extreme.
But I did like how they gave like two different paths, because they gave one for the if you are for accessibility. Like I mean
that's
I don't.
nice.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't know if it was like a person in
I
a
was gonna say,
wheelchair.
I don't think a person in a wheelchair could
No.
do that. Because the part that was not accessibility was basically somewhat stairs,
Stone
but stairs
steps,
that didn't
yeah.
look, it was like
Yeah.
stone steps,
Mhm.
not like legit stairs.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of the Lake District paths, they try to do that. They're like, okay, this one is for people who could do it, and this is like a more flat, easy path for people who might need a little more assistance in some things. But yeah, overall, love the Lake District. Fresh food, great, great scenery, very calm and peaceful. I absolutely love it, and I will definitely visit again.
Yeah.
I just want to say before you move on, thank you for bringing back my beer from the Lake District.
Oh, that
Yes.
was from Booths.
Yeah,
right?
it was
Yes.
from Booths, which is an amazing supermarket, mind you.
Oh, you were having breakfast there every day.
Yes, I was.
Is it like a
something
7-Eleven? Like,
Oh no, way
No,
better
like-
than a 7-Eleven.
like,
so not you can't even
like
compare it to a 7-Eleven.
Is it like a Pret or is it more of a convenience?
No, it's like a
store?
cafe with like a supermarket.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
So
it's the Japanese 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I think I would go with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cafe was absolutely great. It was they made the food fresh there for breakfast. It was just nice. I had a bacon buddy. Yes, I had a bacon buddy, and you had
What
a
is a bacon buddy?
Oh my god. Okay, so a bacon buddy.
Don't get her started.
oh, I'm hungry.
A bacon buddy is what we would think is a bacon sandwich. However,
Oh, okay.
but no, it's
Just
way
straight up no,
different.
hang
Yeah,
on.
it is with with bacon, but a roll, and they butter the roll.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds like breakfast.
yeah.
Sounds like a good
That
breakfast.
sounds
Your
like my
breakfast.
breakfast.
It sounds like
your
your
lunch.
breakfast.
Yeah, and also a good if you're hangover, that's a good
Ooh.
it helps you with that as well. So
Speaking of
Were you
hangovers, not
hungover?
that we had any hangovers, but every time we went to a pub or someplace like that, I always forget that the pint is freaking massive.
yeah,
That they
she
only give you a pint. So every time I had a drink, I'm like, oh my god, I can only get halfway through. It's like,
Pint is
next
only
time
16 ounces. Wait a
it's like,
second.
next time I'll ask for a half pint. You know?
not with me around you.
for me, I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah, no, because they look at you
It's
weird,
this
like
tall.
half.
You're a hobbit.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's how I felt every time they brought me this big ass drink. I'm like, what am I gonna do with that?
But there was
You're gonna
one.
That's the default. That's the default there. They want you to drink all of that.
But I feel like there was one that it was really tall.
Extremely tall.
Is it like a Hogarden or something? Like a German beer? 'Cause
No.
those are usually served in
That
taller,
was at the place.
cups,
What was it?
glasses.
Oh, oh my God, that was a
I
very
forget the
funny.
name. It's a quirky bar, but the drinks were massive.
I feel like that was the place.
I think that was.
Let me
We had
see.
pies there and everything.
Yeah, let me see.
Good stuff.
Because it's a funny name
Yeah.
that it had. Oh, the Crafty
The
Bar.
crafty bar.
The Crafty Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
was
cute.
really tall.
I feel like the drinks there were massive.
Yeah, yeah. It was like because it was in the
Oh, those
stein.
tall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
So, but yeah, overall,
I was
always.
about to be like, does a pint mean something different over there?
No, it's the same. She just it
It's
was
too
too
big.
much.
It's too much, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
But
you
anyway, yeah, no, it's
ordered
good. It's good
halves
stuff.
in,
Good stuff.
in front of me.
Like, I don't know you.
Exactly. But so then on that Friday, we landed in Manchester, and that's where the rest of our stay. And what do you want to first talk about Manchester? Like, which should we start with?
I guess in order, chronological.
Okay.
You'll have to refresh my
Okay.
Evelyn checked out halfway through.
She really.
I mean, we can't always make a part two.
I have a poor memory for things, but yeah.
Well, I mean, so we arrived in Manchester, and unfortunately on that day it was raining.
Yes, you're
You
right.
could have went to Seattle.
It went, yeah, it was a great day.
Yeah,
but
it
you
was.
know, it's typical Manchester. I think that's how it is there.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like a bit, yeah.
So the first thing we did was we did go to the Manchester Central Library.
Because of course you
Because
did.
of course you did.
Of course, it was right there.
It was right there.
Was it better?
Yes.
What did I say?
Just straight up.
Yes, it was. Like first
What?
it had a cafe.
Okay, see, that was going to be my first question. Was it an active library?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It
cool.
was really
It wasn't just like for historical purposes.
Oh no! It was active. A lot of people
Nice.
were in there. So we were on the first floor, and I thought that was what in the UK what they call it as a lending library. We just say circulating library, but that was in fact the research
okay.
books.
Yeah.
Evelyn played a little with a kind of like a sound file kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. An interactive, like, exhibit or...
Yeah. And then we were able to browse through a lot of the collection, but we did promise we were going to go back the next day because we had to go for a 3:00 tour to the Cheatham Library.
Cheatham.
Cheatham. She said it could have been either or.
The guy said
Sounds like
Cheatham.
you're trying to say cheddar.
Cheatham.
The Cheetah Library.
Cheatham.
Cheatham.
The Cheetah Library.
I just like...
CHETHAM.
Chatham.
Exactly. You know, they pronounce everything different.
So the reason why there's two, because there is a Cheatham School of Music right nearby, and then you have the Cheatham Library. So it goes back and forth.
That way if you just want to say the one word,
Yeah.
you know which one
I
you're
didn't
talking
think
about.
of that.
That's what she said.
Yeah, no, but they called the library Cheatham, right?
Yeah, she said
Yeah,
Cheatham.
So I'm correcting you. It's
Oh my
actually
god,
Cheatham.
Cheatham. Yeah,
Oh my
Cheatham.
goodness.
Channing Tatum.
There we go.
So this is considered to be like one of the oldest libraries in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was really cool actually seeing it.
Did you ask if they were hiring?
I did.
Were they hired?
No, they just recently hired the librarian. I think she said that she's, by the time we left, I think she started the person. So yeah, but if I do work there, I would get my own parking space because they had a parking space like librarian of the Cheatham Library.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to
Can you drive?
Okay, details.
You need a car.
Yeah, it's like you need a car, and also, do you have a license?
She doesn't.
No.
I'm sorry. Wait, can a person dream?
Okay, in the fantasy, she
Exactly.
has
She needs to have a car.
gorgeous
In
car.
fantasy, she has
And she has the license.
a license.
And I
She
work
can
in
drive.
a beautiful library.
And she
Why
works
are
in
we?
the library. She
Like,
works in the library.
oh my god.
She works in the library.
Oh
My
God.
favorite thing, or one of my favorite things, I guess, about the library is the scent. There's a
Yeah.
smell that comes out of old buildings and old books.
Was it
It's
musty?
Mhm.
Like, just inhale it.
I just assume must and like
Yeah, but it's not even the must of the books. It's like the must of the building itself.
because
So it's like
It's
an
called
old,
asbestos.
old-
It's called
It's
lead
probably
paint.
mold to be.
It was probably
mold.
It's the reason why you get prescribed like trips to near the ocean for the sea
coalesce.
air.
Yeah, you probably don't want to stay there all the time. But when you
Convalesce.
go in, you're like,
I feel like
oh.
there's a layer of like white dry salt on everything from the ocean air.
But I think she said like the river was running underneath it.
It was or was, yeah.
Yeah, one of
So
either
it's
one. Yeah.
definitely mold.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh my god.
But it was, and then they also had like one of like a death mask.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had that on display too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's giving Westeros.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
actually.
yeah. No, but it was a really cool place to visit, and that was a nice thing to go to visit for first in Manchester. But after that, we did go to the Spirits of Manchester Distillery, and we did take an interesting gin tour. I am not a big gin drinker.
I love gin.
Yeah? You like it?
Oh yeah, I love gin.
What?
I brought two when I went out. I brought 2 bottles of lilac gin back from Rochester this week.
Oh my god.
I
Do you
don't-
mix it with anything or?
The only thing that I mix gin with
Is water. No.
is I do lemonade and like a sparkling soda. Like
Okay.
Okay, but you don't have it straight. You don't
No.
have it straight. Okay, maybe
I mean,
that's
I
that's
could
what
drink it
is,
straight, but I
because on the
wouldn't
tour
want
you
to.
get like an actual like not shot, but
Well,
almost
yeah,
like
because it's like a
shot.
flight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
So you
flight,
can taste
yeah.
the different ones.
But
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's too strong on its own. So I'm like, oh, this would pair with something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always do because it's juniper and it's a lot of it has citrus notes in it. So I always do it with like a lemonade
That
or
makes sense.
I
or a
think,
Like a
sparkling.
kind of
didn't we
screwdriver.
have like a
Yeah.
citrus or a juniper one?
Oh,
Not
when we
orange
first
juice, like
arrived at
lemonade
the
or
place, and they
Yeah.
served us at the table.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that was mixed.
Yeah. Well, we got 2 sets of drinks because the first set of drink, I mean, I think I got the correct drink, but no, I didn't get the
You
correct
didn't
drink.
get the correct drink.
But you and Mikey got a correct drink, and then they just said, "Oh, we got all of your drink orders wrong. Here, you can have them, but we're gonna give you a new set of drink orders."
Was this when I was guessing whose
Yes.
drink order was?
Okay, first of all, that was really hilarious. Because like Mikey kept sending, because Mikey.
Actually, no, that was a different place.
That was a
Oh, no,
different-
that was
okay,
a different
okay.
one, yeah.
No.
That was
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Because that was funny.
No, because Mikey kept sending, because we have a group chat with Mikey, me, and Chris, and Mikey kept sending us photos of the drinks, and it's like, guess whose drinks are whose, and Chris kept getting every
Yeah,
single one
he
of
got
you
every
right.
Yeah, I think she meant it like just as a joke, and I was like, no, I got this. Hang on.
Yeah, yeah.
And he took that personally.
Yeah, he got them all right.
Yes.
It's pretty funny, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't an Italian place. It was that restaurant that the bed and breakfast
Yeah,
hostess.
the one that she
yeah,
recommended.
yeah.
Sorry, I don't remember the name of it, but yeah.
Just a restaurant.
Yeah, it was a nice restaurant, though.
But yeah, they gave us a second set of drinks, and we were like, okay, and we had to go on to the tour in a couple of minutes, and we were like, how are we gonna finish all these drinks? Well, Mikey managed to finish all of them.
down.
Yeah, I know some of them are very strong.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm just having a sip because I don't want to be wasted, you know. Like,
No,
Yeah.
that's just a challenge.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, if you're doing something after, but
Well, yeah,
okay.
because we were planning on dinner, but
Yeah.
we needed to get through the flights first, and
There's
that
a
was
lot.
it was a lot. I only liked one out of them. It was the vermouth. That was my favorite one. You were taking a video and you thought I was going to spit it out, and I did not. And I was like, this
No.
is my favorite one. The absinthe, that I spit out.
Oh,
Yeah.
licorice teas.
Vomit, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh my
It's
god.
very strong. It's the one where you feel it go through your entire
Oh
system.
yeah, I was like, oh my
Like,
god, no, I
wow.
can't do this.
Like you
Maikie just
visceral
drank it.
reaction. She
Like-
drank it like nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I gave her mine too. I was like,
Look, she is my drinking buddy.
yeah. We've heard the stories.
Yeah, I was like, how did you? She's like, it's fine. I
Like
was
nothing.
like nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, we definitely needed carbs, so we went to an Italian restaurant.
That makes perfect sense.
How was the Italian food?
It was
in
really
England?
good.
Okay.
Well, my dish was really good. So, I'm friends with an author who I interviewed, and she saw that we were in Manchester, and I was like, oh, could you tell us like great places that we can go around to eat? And she gave us a list of places that we went to, each and every one except for one, which was a steakhouse, but she veered us off that one because she said it was really expensive. But the Italian restaurant she recommended, and that was really good. It was the pasta I had was very tasty. It was very filling. No, we did not get wine because we were like, no, we're done.
No,
We're done.
it's not gonna be a great
No,
idea.
yeah, I was like, no, we just want water. Because our waiter was disappointed. He was like, no, we just want water.
Yeah.
Water.
Kind of sad. Italian dinner with water.
Yeah.
But no, we were already had too much drinks anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, Italian food in the UK. That was not bad. That was really pretty good. And then, so back to the Manchester Central Library. So we did more of like a full tour on that one the next day. We went into the lending library, and that's how we saw like how they classified everything and stuff. I'm not going to get into detail because that's, if you're a librarian, if you would like to more details about that, you can just let me know. But why don't we start off with the top floor? We'll go
Actually,
ahead.
I was gonna mention the music floor.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The
Oh,
top
okay,
floor,
okay,
yeah, the
okay,
music
okay.
floor, because I feel like that was the most
Well,
interesting part.
it was I have an idea of Manchester
Mhm.
as a music fan. I don't know. Maybe the listeners are familiar with bands like Joy Division or the Smiths, but they're massively familiar with Manchester. Like anyone
Oh, yeah.
from a certain time period would be like, oh yeah, the 80s is all about the Smiths and Joy Division. So actually one of the members of the Smiths passed away like a year or so ago, and they had like a small display there, like kind of like a tribute to him, and then they had all the books, and then compared to here where you'd see like the books on Smiths or Morrissey, it was like shelves, you know, like when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I have to send it to my friend who's a big Morrissey Smiths fan. But yeah, that's kind of one of my thoughts about Manchester in general, because like Morrissey will have lyrics about Manchester itself, the city, like it's a great city, and like kind of like not a sadness, but like kind of like his experience growing up there,
Yeah.
you know, because he's kind of like an outsider. But speaking of which, actually, when we arrived to the Manchester station, there was a mural of Ian Curtis, famously the singer of Joy Division, and you know, he passed away ages ago. But I thought that was pretty cool that they had that kind of tribute to him still.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, you know, here and there, I guess there are little signs of that music scene, but it's long past.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't see it, and you have to really search for it. But
Yeah.
so when we went to the National Football Museum, there was that one Morrissey coaster, which I bought. I was like, oh wow, finally, you know, because I was looking everywhere for anything of Morrissey the Smiths. But yeah, so that I bought it there. But
How
I
much
like
did it
that
cost?
Everything.
It's like less than $10.
Yeah,
less
okay.
than $10. It's just a
Yeah.
coaster. It's like
Yeah.
a small wooden coaster. It's not really anything. Yeah.
Now, is that after or before the exchange rate, though?
Yeah, actually, you know, I didn't really pay that much attention to the exchange rate.
I think like it depends.
I was so bad with it. I had it like turned around. I was like, oh, it's 1-to-1. It's not 1-to-1.
No.
No, it's
But in my head, it was 1-to-1. So I'm like, yeah, sure, that's 6.
Well, because I mean, if there are times if you like certain stores, if the credit card machine notices like, oh, this is an American credit card, it will ask you a question. It's like, do you want it in sterling or do you want it in dollars?
Oh, I never got that.
Oh, I got it.
I didn't get that. Yeah, sure.
Some did. Some did.
think of that.
Well, definitely at the Manchester City store, it did it for me.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, we went to the Central Library and the music floor because they had like a huge, massive music library with CDs that you don't borrow, you rent. So you have to pay.
I thought that was weird.
50p per day to rent the CD.
Per day?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
50 pence.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to like sit and use your own devices?
Yeah.
Oh, then I would just be like, I'm checking this out, and then sitting with my DVD player converter, uploading the CD, and then like give it back.
Yeah.
Probably. That's probably what people did.
You know what? That's probably why it's 50p.
Yeah,
per day.
exactly. They're
It's like, look, man, we know what you're gonna do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
That's how like when I used to work in the music department, like I would borrow CDs off of like my coworkers and then take it home, rip the CD, and they all knew. They were just like, yeah, you can rip it at home, then bring it back tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is why I have music.
Yeah. Although these days, well, I don't think anyone would really be using CDs. Or
I have a
I
CD
mean, I
player.
do.
50p.
Yeah, you have
I know.
a CD player.
I have CDs still.
I also do have CDs. I've actually like gone to secondhand shops and like gotten like Broadway recording CDs for like $1. So I'm just here like, oh, I can listen to in the Heights like on my CD player, and I got it for $1. You know, so I'm just like it's crazy because I know there's a resurgence for like the physical media like vinyl and like
Even cassette tapes.
and even cassette tapes.
Yeah, that one confuses the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of vinyl, what I found interesting is like they had like a vinyl listening hour, a program.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they had it like the room was closed off, but when it's open, and the program was happening, it was just like a vinyl listening hour, and also they would have like indie bands or like up and coming musicians.
That we weren't.
Yeah.
There,
I found that very cool.
Well, that is cool. I like. If I had the space for it, I would love to get a vinyl player and collect vinyls. However, I am an uncontrollable like. I have zero self-control. So, like, I would probably be buried under vinyls in no
time. But since you mentioned the National Football Museum, I feel like we should definitely have to talk about football.
Oh, yes.
Did you guys get to see the game or no?
No, unfortunately.
I heard y'all turned Maikie into what was it?
Man
Man
City
City
fan.
fan.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can skip to that. Yeah, basically, we did visit the stadium. I like that. So there was
you
that.
want to talk about this? Oh.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Like, we can skip to that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
that was, that was where most of my money went.
this one spent so much.
Oh my god.
Really quick, is there a difference between Man City and Manchester United?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
And that's why I said I paused at Manchester.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
she knows.
fill in the blank.
She knows. She knows. There's a very real divide there.
Yeah,
There's
because
a very real divide. You think like here Yankees and Mets, that's nothing compared to a City versus
oh my gosh.
And actually, if I may skip ahead, tomorrow the deciding factor of City can do the four-peat, which means they can win the title 4 years in a row.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Oh my
So
God.
We're gonna
Man
do it.
City versus West Ham, 11 a.m. tomorrow. I know by the time this airs, it's going to be long done, but they'll be making history.
We're gonna
The
do it.
first Premier League
I am
team to
putting
win
good
4
thoughts
times.
out there. We're gonna do it.
Good vibes only.
I think it's very doable. West Ham is obviously not as strong as Man City, so I think they have it in the bag pretty much. Hopefully not famous last words.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get to jinx it. Stop talking about it.
Okay, Arsenal is gonna win. Yay!
No, you know.
Too far. Okay, no. I'm sorry. I'm getting really loud. But Arsenal and Man City are separated by 2 points. If Man City lose, Arsenal win that game, Arsenal win the title.
Wild.
So it's
You just gave Tabrizia so much stress.
Decided
Kamaya is never gonna let you live it down, and neither is Vishal.
Oh my god! Are they both Arsenal?
I don't know what Vishal is.
I don't think Vishal is.
Liverpool. I thought. Actually, I don't know what.
I think it was it the Spurs?
No, I don't think so. No.
I forgot. All I know is it's always a losing team according to Adena. But speaking of of Manchester City. So first off, I was scared that we were not going to get tour tickets to go to Etihad Stadium because the day before when we initially looked on it, it says there were no bookings available for that day, and I was like freaking out. And this one suggested, oh hey, we could go to Old Trafford. I gave her the dirtiest look. It's like, we're not doing that.
Listen, it's a very historical landmark.
Oh, please.
I'll tell you what, I grew up watching Premier League in the late 90s, early 2000s, and Man United was king at the time, so I have my memories of that, so it's like, that's why.
Those are very fond memories you can look back on. So anyway.
Wow.
So, but I think because we went Sunday, right?
Yeah,
so Sunday morning, I was just browsing and looking at the website, and all of a sudden, tour times open up. It was like, oh my god, guys, we were able to get a tour.
She snatched up those tickets.
So, bought the tickets. We traveled all the way to Etihad Stadium.
Well, we ran from the afternoon tea place to
yeah.
Etihad Stadium, so it's like a nice little thing. It's like, I'll run to the stadium.
But that, just seeing it was just magnificent. It was like, oh my god.
Gorgeous
It was gorgeous stadium. There was doing some construction because they were building, I think they wanted to build a hotel.
They're building a hotel and they're building an extra tier on top to make it 65K capacity because that's the capacity you need to host Champions League games.
Yes, and they would like to host a Champions League game there. But yeah, it was a very extensive tour. They had like all their awards and championship winnings. It was just great. It was a great tour. That lasted for an hour and 15 minutes. So unfortunately, because it lasted that long, I know, the gift store that was on the premises closed at 4. So we didn't know that because it was the day before a bank holiday. So they closed early.
So technically you could have spent even more money because the gift store is like a pretty big building. So
see, I'm the one that always encourages Tabrizia to spend more money, so...
Yeah, no, I wasn't holding her back.
None of them were.
Well, that's why we ran, but we took a cab to another store.
So, yeah, they had another store in the city center, but because of bank holiday weekend, they were closing early, and they closed at 5:30. So Maikie, our savior, she called. She was looking up an Uber ride. We thought she was still trying to figure out where was a good spot to have the Uber pick up, and we just see her walking around, and Evelyn and I are just standing there like, what do we do?
We don't know what
we were following her. Should we follow her? And then all of a sudden she's like a mile away, and then she's waving, and then we're like, oh, I guess we go after her. So we're running after her, and she managed to. The cab was right there because you couldn't. I guess they took off Etihad Stadium off the map. Because I guess for crowd control,
there's only a certain
drop you off. Yeah, there's a certain spot. Yeah, so because Maikie asked one of the guards, where's a good spot for the Uber to pick you up? Yeah, so we managed to get into the Uber because it was a 10-minute drive compared to getting back on the tram, which was like a 25
something.
Yeah,
walking it would be.
Yeah, walking that was like an hour or so. So it was a 10-minute drive into the mall, and yeah, we managed to get there. And I spent like crazy. I got two jerseys. 2 jerseys, a cap that says Champions of the World, a keychain that was like a little trophy, an enamel scarf. Yes, I got the scarf. Yeah. The scarf, the enamel pin.
I do love an enamel pin.
Yeah, it was.
I
honestly.
got that too.
Enamel
That's
pin.
cute.
I think that was it.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know. I told you. I did tell you, like, that was where most of my money was going to be spent on in Manchester City stores.
You'll be very well dressed for the Man City
I will
Yankee
be.
Stadium in July.
Yes, I will be.
Excited.
Yeah. Oh, 2 jerseys and a t-shirt. Yeah.
Oh, you got a T-shirt too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah. 2 jerseys and a t-shirt. Yeah.
Nice. I like that Maikie got a jersey too.
I know.
She's like, I'm a fan now.
I am in hysterics.
She's like what's the word? Not like a people scientist. What do you call that word?
What? A sociologist?
Yeah, maybe like a sociologist. Like,
Anthropologist?
Yeah, like an anthropologist. Like, I am in the football area.
Yep.
I got blend in.
Yeah, she's like, what is happening? In the beginning of the tour, they asked, who here's a Man City fan? I took her hand and I raised it like that.
Exactly.
Maikie's a fan now.
Yeah, because I was looking like, no, like, you have to raise your hand up. Because, hey, listen,
She's like, what's going on?
I suffered through the Chelsea tour. Lovely stadium, but I'm like, I hate this team with a passion.
Listen, I will visit any team stadium.
Yeah. Even though when I was sitting on the train going to the Manchester airport and we were passing by Old Trafford station, I was like,
unfortunately, we couldn't see it.
Yeah, we couldn't see it. I was like, well, maybe we could try, and next time we come to Manchester, we could see
She
Old
said
Trafford.
it with disdain.
Yeah, we could if
So
we
much
had the
disdain.
time.
Yeah.
It sounds like you'll be going by yourself.
It sounds like, yeah. She's
If
like,
there's an
well,
opportunity,
if I have to,
Like, I guess.
maybe.
Whatever.
if the stars align.
No.
Or if the stars are blind. Sorry. My Paris Hilton song moment.
And then we visited the Manchester Art Gallery, which I would like to say is probably one of my, one of my like very favorite museums, and it was very interesting because I liked how they just they don't have a set like exhibit. It's like you're always going around or changing anytime. So, but there wasn't an interesting. I don't even want to say sculpture because I still don't think. I think it's just garbage. So we were in this room that was called the sculpture, sculpture room. Like they had like a collection of sculptures, and they just didn't know where to put them at the moment, but just wanted to still put them on display. And Evelyn and I saw this cabinet case, and then we see this ball of paper. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this?
On a shelf, no plaque,
No.
unlabeled.
And I'm like, this is garbage. And then Evelyn, trying her best, trying to look into the deeper meaning, that maybe it's just like, it's getting people to talk about it. It's like, no, it's garbage.
You're talking about it.
But it's still garbage.
But you're talking
But
about
you're
it.
talking about it. I think it was mission accomplished for the artist.
Yeah, still.
You don't have to love it, but I feel
I
like
don't love it. It's just like a
and in
piece
fact,
of
you can
trash.
hate it. Yeah, you can
I do hate it.
Yeah, you do hate it. But it's the only sculpture you can recall here right now.
Well, no, there was one sculpture was like, what was it called? Like the table. The tables have turned.
The tables have turned.
It was like the one with the monkey, and he was holding the human skull.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
That's
and
funny.
then usually it's like a human
That's
holding
funny
the
too.
monkey. Yeah, I really like that
There's a lot
one.
of humor there too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was probably my favorite. Or the one that they took down, because the art curator of the museum originally took it down, but then the council told them, "Oh no, you have to put it back
Oh,
up."
the painting.
Yeah, the
Oh,
painting.
Oh, that's
I mean,
separate. That's
yeah.
separate.
I mean, the painting itself was fine, but I think the idea how they put all the stuff that was like the censorship and people were saying about it, that I really liked. So those are my 2 favorite things. But yeah, the ball of paper was garbage. I don't know what the hell that was.
Someone was cleaning the case. and
Yes,
it was okay.
That would be it too.
That was
could be
my
it.
thought.
Someone could have been by accident left it in there.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to do a little prank.
And then to wrap it up, we went to North Wales, which is a part. Wales is a part of the UK that I really would love to explore. And we did go on another mountain goat tour, and we visited and it took us on the tour of North Wales. I really liked it. We went to like Llangollen. We went to like a lot of villages.
Yeah, small villages. Yeah, really cute.
Mm-hmm. But we did go on a what is called the I'm gonna try to say it in Welsh.
Good luck.
Rhedderford Llyn Padan, which is the Llanberis Lake Railway, and this was a little what they called it.
Thomas.
Bach Thomas.
Bach.
Like Little Thomas. It was when you put the pictures up on the album, we're gonna show that it looks like Thomas the Engine.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Is that literally what this is?
Like? Yeah, it really does.
Same, the blue color.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and then it was running by coal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a very old
yeah.
train. That's cool.
And it took us around the Lake Padan, or Llyn Padan, and this was in the Snowdonia, the mountainous region of North Wales, and it was foggy that day, so we couldn't really see it.
Right, yeah.
But you could see Snowdon, a little bit of it, like the highest point of the Snowdonia National Park. And then we also went to Conwy, where we got to saw this. We didn't get to go inside because she was closing up, the woman who owns it, but the smallest house in Great Britain. And it was really, really adorable. But we got to take a picture of it, outside. And then we got a chance to walk around the Conwy town walls while we were eating chips.
Almost not fries, but yeah, no, these chips. These are actually really good chips.
It was. I think the place where we got it at, it was considered to be one of the best in Great Britain.
Yeah. If we weren't having dinner after, I would have had the fish and chips with it. But it was very good.
It was very, very good.
What made it the smallest house? Like
it's like this narrow. It's like
literally one person at a time can go in it.
Like this. I'm pointing to an area that's maybe like 5 feet. I don't know. Maybe 5 feet.
That's insane.
Yeah, because there's only one person, and you could.
Like, did it have a kitchen and like?
Well, we didn't go in, but there's a second floor to it, and I imagine everything was in there, but like very compact. Yeah. So I'm sure this picture's online.
Is it an old house or is it like new and attractive? Like, is it hundreds of years old?
I don't think it's hundreds, but it's definitely not modern.
No, it's definitely not modern. It is by the ocean. Because it was on the
beautiful view of the ocean right there.
Yeah, it was near the dock, the seaside.
I feel like someone was being petty. Like, you won't let me build a palatial castle here. I'm just gonna
probably
because there's some
because right next to it, it was the Conwy Castle. It was like how we were able to walk around the town walls because you had this fortress that would guard the town. So most likely it's probably that. It's like they were being petty. And it's like, well, I'm going to be able to build this house then.
You can't live comfortably like that, though. No, that's just for show. That's just for making money.
But yeah, that is our great adventure through Great Britain.
Sounds like you guys had a wonderful time. Take us with you, maybe.
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
But you are going to London again in October for a book thing.
November. Mm-hmm.
You could talk briefly about that.
It is a book festival. Well, for young adult literature. So I always love reading British YA. So this is like a festival that's part of their London Comic-Con.
Cool.
That's celebrating British literature, British young adult literature, and that is part of the reason why I didn't buy as many books.
Oh, I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay, no. I am very proud of this.
Can I say
Evelyn, tell her how many books that I bought.
6.
There we go.
Did I tell you how many she bought last time?
We don't need to talk about
37.
that.
Was it 37 or 38?
Something like I think it was 37.
Have you seen? I see Tabrizia's background in her house when we do
Like Zoom calls.
events together. It's 2 more bookshelves, y'all.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And never mind the piles and piles.
Yeah, and she's gonna cave in. The
Oh
person
my God.
living below her.
I'm telling you. We're at that point.
I'm sorry. Can we be proud of ourselves that I'm proud
of you.
that I did not buy as many books.
But
I was finished
You're
packing.
bringing home 31 in November.
You don't know.
No, we know.
I'll tell you what. No, I'll tell you what, Whitney. I bet you it's at least 40 that she's bringing.
Oh my god.
at the
Oh,
wedding.
you know what? No, yeah, because you're going for an event.
An actual event.
So it's going to be books from the event, and then
And God
other
forbid they're
books.
doing signings. Oh my god.
We're
or
looking at
limited
50.
editions. Oh man.
No,
I hope you're. And bring another suitcase, or
I was told to bring another suitcase.
See, there you go.
you know what? For what because then you have to think about it can only be a certain weight, so you have to keep. That
I
in
know the
mind.
weight. Don't worry. I'm good.
She's gonna figure it out.
She's already plotted it out.
We all know whatever doesn't fit the weight limit is being mailed. We all know this.
Oh my god. You know, this is not ALA. It's not like
You don't
regular
know that.
US postage.
It's gonna. You might as well ship
what
everything because it'll cost about the
I was
same
gonna say it's
amount.
probably the same price.
Yeah.
Shipping versus like the amount you have to pay at the airport.
Oh my god.
And then you don't have to worry. It'll just be at your house by the time you get there, or within a few
True.
days. Just take the ones that you
Maybe a
would
week
want
if
to
they go on
wait.
their postal strike, but like.
Yeah.
No, they're
But
very
maybe-
good about sending mail. I sent out some postcards. They got it real quick.
Nice.
but no, Chris is right. They do tend to have a lot of postal
Strikes.
postal
Well, I'm just
strikes.
saying, you don't have to worry about lugging a giant suitcase of books through JFK. But what I would recommend in November is just ship what you don't absolutely have to read right then on the plane. So take 5 books with you on the
Oh my
plane.
god. No,
Just 5, and then ship the rest of them.
no, because I only took like 1 book with me, and that was the 1 book that I finished.
So just take 2
Two
books
books
For
with
this
you.
trip. Oh my god.
In case you don't like the one that you
Oh my
take.
god.
Unless you're like, oh, this author's gonna be here, let me read all the blurbs.
You might have to, yeah.
To be selective.
Yeah, I don't think you
I
bring
just
just
don't
one book on the plane. No, I think it's gonna be
No.
more.
Well, but I brought 1 book, and then also I had a ton of them on my tablet. Oh my god.
You're not gonna win this one.
Just buy a
I
shelf.
know,
Just buy another shelf.
Just buy a shelf while you're there. Ship it to
Oh
you.
my god. But I bought,
grinding.
when I was in Manchester, the last book I ever bought, because it was right next to the Manchester City store, I only paid £1 for it. Or $1 something.
$1.27 is
I'm
what
sorry.
the exchange is.
Don't I know?
Yeah, because I had rewards, Waterstone rewards, and I was able, and I got it was for £10, and the book cost £11, so I got £10 knocked off of it.
Nice. I still have my $10 Barnes and Noble gift card.
No.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I have a Strand gift card somewhere. I should probably use that.
Yikes.
So with that, we got one more topic to talk about.
Yes. And that would be, so what are some upcoming events that we are, is it?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do that one.
Yeah, what are some upcoming events is everyone looking forward to?
I'm seeing Megan the Stallion on Wednesday.
Yes.
Oh my god. Wife material, wife goals. I'm going with a friend from work, Stephanie. We're gonna go to Philly because she's playing Madison Square Garden on Tuesday, but there's a K-pop star that I like who's playing that night, and his show is phone free for for explicit content reasons.
What?
So I am very
Oh
excited.
my god! I thought it would have been phone free because like I don't want you recording anyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is he stripping on stage?
Difference.
I've seen one photo and he has no shirt on in any of them. And I'm like, oh, and apparently he goes on like IG or TikTok live and he was like, oh yeah, well I pull someone on the stage and give them a lap dance. I was like, okay, Janet Jackson. Velvet Rope Tour. So I'm very looking forward to those shows.
Nice.
Oh, I like that no phone option, actually. That's really good.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't explicit, I said, get rid of the phones. You don't need it.
Yeah, but people want to like post the content, but it is going to be pretty.
Live in the moment.
Yeah,
no,
I'm excited.
I keep it for my records because I don't remember things sometimes.
Yeah, no, I do. I will record,
Yeah.
take some photos, but at the same time, don't record the entire song.
No.
Don't
Like
Yeah.
you take like a 5 minute, no, not 5 minute, like a minute or less like video, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just to remember, like, oh yeah, that's right, they did play that song.
Yes, I think I'm really looking forward to that. It's gonna be. I just know it's gonna be amazing. The downside is though, I do have to work that day. I do have to go into the office that day because
So you're gonna be exhausted.
I know it's because I bought the VIP ticket for his name is BM. I don't like to call him BM for obvious reasons. And so his name is BM, and I got the VIP package, which comes with like goodie bags. And
Is it a meet and greet?
Not the tier that I bought, but it's like the tier below it.
Yeah.
So you get the early entry, big, like a goodie bag and like some giveaways and stuff.
Does that make your seat like right in the front?
It's at Webster Hall, but I do get like
Webster
early entry. I like Webster Hall as a venue.
I do too.
Because I can stand in the back and still be able to see.
Yeah, or if you make it to the second level, you can see from
Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. And then Chris left the room, but it's fine.
I love that you pointed that out.
I know.
You didn't
I
have
was
to
not.
say anything.
Yeah.
She
Sorry.
didn't have to say anything, but she called him out.
I didn't mean to be an asshole.
We can edit that. No.
We can edit it. Well, because we were bringing it up, I was like, oh, because we were all planning this thing for Adena, our friends, next weekend.
Yeah. We're going to see a play called Watson, the last something. I forgot.
Final something.
The final problem.
The thing that I was about to say.
Final solution.
The final problem.
I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh.
Yeah.
Yes, I was thinking the same exact thing. It's like, it's not that.
See?
It's not that.
I just
Maybe I shouldn't have said it while I was
yeah, no, oh my
but
god.
If it was just us, I would totally have said.
We can edit that.
We can edit
Yeah, because I just realized what you guys were referring. I'm like, oh my god.
I was like,
Just-
I mean, I'm like,
brain.
what are they talking? I'm like, okay,
No,
now I
no.
know.
But then everyone's
Oh my god. Watson,
I know what you were thinking. I was like, I know she's thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
Watson, the final problem.
It's not a solution, it's a problem. Okay,
Oh my god. Watson, the final problem. It is a play that is playing at 59 East 59th Theater, and it's part of their British off-Broadway festival. And not only Adena is a mystery fan, we're also big. A couple of us are big Sherlock Holmes fans, so this is going to be a very cool. It's about a play that's about an hour, so we thought it would be really cool to surprise Adena with, and then also
surprise. She knows it's happening.
Does she really?
I don't know.
I don't think she does.
But we can talk.
Well, she'll know the thing.
Yeah.
But we're doing that, and then we're doing dinner.
Yes. So we're really excited about that. And then
We're going to a Mediterranean place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's our favorite type of food. And then for me, towards the end of the month, I will be going to ThrillerFest.
I forgot that was a thing.
Are
Are you going with Adena?
No.
Okay.
I wish I could take her. So the reason I'm going to ThrillerFest because I'm going to a panel. I'm going to be on a panel.
Yes.
An author asked me to be on a panel about like social media and how authors can use it.
Nice.
That's
So
cool.
I'm able to get to go for that only day because the next day I have to go on vacation again.
Yeah, you have to. You simply must.
Wait, where is it?
ThrillerFest?
Yeah.
It's in a hotel, I believe, in Times Square. I forget what the
God.
hotel.
Oh,
I'm happy for you, but also Times Square.
I
Yeah, that's
know.
rough, dude.
I know. But I get to see a whole different slew of authors who are going to go. I know CJ Tudor, she mentioned that she was going. And
Was she at that thing at Union Square?
No.
Barnes and Noble?
But
I get-
Stuart Turton, he's
Stuart
going to be
Turton.
at a dinner that Sourcebook is hosting, and I'm going afterwards.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I get CJ Tudor and CJ Vox mixed up all the time.
That's fair.
It is.
Because are they both women or is one
No, I
a
think
man?
one is a man. Yeah, CJ Box is a man.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe.
doesn't he write like a bunch of war books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the naming. I
It's
don't
CJ,
read it. Yeah. CJ Vox, CJ Tudor.
Yeah, that's what I have to look forward to. And then Evelyn it's just filled with sports.
I touched on this briefly, but I guess, yes, the Premier League title's tomorrow, and then I sort of am paying attention to the Knicks versus Pacers playoffs.
Oh,
Go
why?
Knicks! Go Knicks! Come on! This is New York!
What?
So yeah, that's still exciting.
To be fair,
The final,
No.
the game, it went to Game 7, so that's tomorrow. So that's exciting. Hopefully they move on. If they don't, they had a good run. Also in the summer, Copa America, Euros 24, and the Olympics. All sports.
All sports, all the time.
sports, all the
No,
forgot
for the
the
Knicks versus Pacers thing, I've just been following whenever my brother posts something. That's how I've been keeping up with it.
What
I
is-
just feel like it's like in the Twilight Zone. Like
The only thing I know
Knicks
about
won
sports is
something?
that
Yeah, the Knicks are winning.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like this
They're
is the
having
Twilight
a
Zone.
great
Like
season.
We have to talk about it. It's
what is
insane.
going on? I'm like, this is the Knicks, and because when people say like, oh, the Knicks are in the playoffs, like what Knicks? Like the New York Knicks,
Which Knicks?
like the New York
been
Knicks at Madison Square
so
Garden.
long since
They're
they've
like,
been
yeah.
good.
It's like, you mean
Yeah.
the Madison Square Garden in New York State?
I just know Spike Lee is going feral right now.
Oh, he
Oh
has
my
to be
God.
like.
Yeah.
Going insane.
All the celebrities checking it out. Yeah, it's great for the city.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so I got it. Is there anything that we want to leave on a positive note, or is that like the stuff that we were just talking
I
about?
think it's most
That's
of the
the
stuff
stuff.
that we're
Alright.
looking forward to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the end of this episode. Thank you for listening to the Fake Book Club. You can listen to us on Spotify, Amazon Music now, and
We're
SoundCloud.
fancy.
When did that one happen? Hang on.
I didn't know until my mother told
Yes.
me.
That's amazing. I love that your mom told you.
Shout out to Whitney's mom.
Biggest
Most loyal
fan.
listener.
Yep. And you can also visit us on our website. We're on fakebookclubpodcast.wordpress.com. And you can also follow us on Substack. We are also on Substack, where you can get the link to subscribe to our newsletter on our website as well. So the next time, Tessa will be taking point. And
So,
I'm very excited.
I can't wait to see that one. I can't wait to be.
I
here for
feel
that
we're
one.
going to be really excited for that episode. So
Super excited. That sounds dry and sarcastic.
I think we're going to have a lot of great things to talk about. So thank you everyone for listening, and take care everyone. Bye.
bye.
Bye.